Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. I'm just going to quickly edit the stream title. So that it matches what it's supposed to, and then we will jump in. So, a bit of an unscheduled one. I've just finished recording an episode of Boosted Rolls for the War Machine players among you. You can look forward to that. That's coming up. Was just recording with Tomasz and Pavel about the EU Masters and Boosted Con and all that sort of stuff. So good content there. I enjoyed that as always, and that will be ready to fly pretty soon. As soon as Tomasz gets done with the editing process. Apologies for those who've been looking forward to the next episode for a little bit. We had some issues with myself and my streaming schedule, combined with Tomasz had some little health problems, and all of that put together sort of led to a bit of a lull in the episodes. But don't worry, we're still here, we still love what we do, and so we move straight from that content to this content, which is Anna's now flown back to Norway, and so for the next 2 weeks I'm going to be home alone, and thus you can expect quite a few extra bits of streaming here and there, I imagine, since I won't have a lot else to do. So today I just thought it's not something I usually stream, and it's not something I plan to stream regularly or anything. It's just that we do run this private Blood Bowl league, and I've been having such a good time with it. It's a great group of lads that we've got in the Discord, and for those who don't know, this is basically American football but fantasy. So like the undead versus the orcs playing football, and you can definitely take your choice on whether you focus on the ball or just murdering the opponent. And so I'd like to take the opportunity to play with a good mate, Mopsy, who's based down in Klagenfurt at the moment, I think. And we've played a fair amount of War Machine together, and now this will be the first time that we've played Blood Bowl together. It's his first season in our league, so I have no idea how good he is at Blood Bowl. He might be much better than me, he might not. You often don't know with Blood Bowl, you just got to get into it. And it will be, in this case, it will be my Lizardman team. This one, Lizhub, versus his Norse team, which is Norse Never Nudes. And we have about the same team value. I'm slightly up on team value. And so it should make for an interesting match. About 1,500 each means we've both got a few skills, but nothing like too serious. And my team are sort of quite complicated, I would say. They've got half the team really big, strong lizards, and then they've got half the team shitty little, really fast, dodgy lizards. And so sometimes if you run out of one or the other, you can end up in real trouble. But if not, then if they all get to do what they're supposed to do, they're really strong. Norse, on the other hand, are supposed to be this sort of brawling, fighting faction. That are definitely supposed to sort of focus on getting some damage done rather than just dealing with the ball. However, they've all got basically no armor on. As you'll see in the game in a moment, they're basically naked. So that makes it a bit tricky when it comes to having a brawl when you play people with armor versus people without armor. But as our other Norse player in the league, Voita, has shown, that can work. They do have some tools to really put the hurt on you, and in my most recent game against him, for example, I was forced to concede just through the sheer number of injuries I'd taken in the first couple of turns. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm really looking forward to it, and let's get into it. Mopsy is watching live. He doesn't have a microphone, but he can hear me chatting. Hopefully there's not too much delay, and so he'll be typing, I hope, to us while we play, and we'll just have a bit of a laugh. And meantime, I'll just be chatting through what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. And of course, it's absolutely fine. I'm not planning to hide my strategy or anything. I'll just talk as if I'm playing normally, and he can play around it the best he can or not. And we'll see. So hopefully he's listening, and I have sent the invitation to you. Is that all good? He's got it. Marvellous. So I've got the highest team value, so I don't get any extra cash to spend on any of this nonsense. If you've got a big difference in team value, then you can buy some stuff here to improve your team, but we don't. We're going to take a quick look at his team just to see what we're up against. So he's got a big-ass Yeti that rolled block. That's incredibly important, and he's got Mighty Blow and Claw, so that's horrible news for us. That we do not want to see that combination as the Lizardmen. He's also managed to get block on an Ulf. He's just got block everywhere. He's got a couple of tackle. That's not great to see for my skinks, and he's got 3 fend. So he's sort of put together a line of scrimmage defense, which is interesting. He's only got 1 guard, so that's going to give him a bit of issues dealing with my high strength, but we'll see. And then he's got 1 sort of blitzing berserker here. With Blodge and Mighty Blow, and other than that, he's got sort of the Norse in general have a lot of frenzy, so we need to be careful about our side zones. Sorry, I should have handed it over before I did that, but I just wanted to make sure that I was able to have a look. He's not got much petty cash to spend either. If we have a look at my team, I've got guard and stand firm on my big guy. I've got a couple of skinks, little nippy fast dudes with a couple of extra skills, nothing major, and then my main thing is that most of my big blocky Saurus have the skill block, which they don't start with, and they really need. So nothing too dramatic on my team. And we will jump in. I'm just going to bring this up a tiny bit. Just sorting that. There we go. And bring that round. Cool. Alright. Good luck, my friend. Let's see how we go. Please win the toss. I don't think I've won a toss this entire season. Yay! So in that case, against a Claw Mighty Blow Yeti, I do not fancy taking a punch to the face immediately, so I will receive. Often I would actually choose to kick, but not against this fucker. And I've just realised that I had my face cam up for the entire of that and didn't actually have the end game, so you couldn't see what the fuck I was talking about. Well done, Simon. Top level stuff right there. I will move my face down here. I think it's going to be the place where it's least in the way. What a pro. Right, what's he got? He's got a fairly aggressive lineup, so he's got his big hitters sort of stacked up in the middle here. He's got these 3 Fen guys that he's built up to give him a line of scrimmage that hopefully won't get him killed too fast, but we'll see about that. He's only got 2 guys on the bench, but, you know, it's 2 more than some people have. I've also only got 2 guys on the bench, so, you know, can't knock it too hard. He's got basically symmetrical, but I would say slightly weaker on this side because this guy's the one without block and this guy's only got guard versus this guy that's got a shitload of stuff. So we can basically say that we want to focus on our left side a little bit. We want to get some injuries in if it's all possible, but we also want to make sure we get the Croxagore involved. So we're probably going to want to do something like this and this and we're not going to get many second chances here, but we can get as many as we physically can. And we're going to block off the side routes, making sure that we don't get too greedy. Do we want it on the strength skink or the blodge skink? How much tackle's he got? 1 tackle, 2 tackle. Probably we'd still want it on this skink, so we're going to put this one here. We'll tuck this skink in behind just so we can see where he needs to be, and we'll confirm that and jump him. What's the kickoff event? High kick. Alright, so we get a little free chance at a catch. Probably not, but you never know. No. Skinks, not their finest attribute. So, let's start with some good old-fashioned murder. We cannot follow that up, but that's okay. We didn't really want to. We'd actually like to put that guy there. Oh, that's a good start. Go on, get some murder on the go. Ah, just a stump. Alright. So now we want to see if our... oh, do we want to see this first, or do we want to put the Crocs in? I think we want to put the Crocs in, so let's see if he plays ball. He does play ball. Good lad. So now we'll have a go with this guy. Do we get it? We get it again. Beautiful. We don't get to follow that up, but that's okay. That's no good, but fortunately it was our guy with block, so we don't go down. And now we want to have a think about who we are blitzing first. I think we are going to actually... Do we blitz that guy first or that guy? I think... It's interesting, because if we give him that, then he can get 1, 2, and he can put this guy out, which we do not want. If we put that guy there... I like having this guy here, I think. I think that's correct. So we do that. We bring this guy up to cover the gap. We're putting some pressure on that side. We'll probably blitz with this guy. And so in the meantime, we'll punch this guy, see if we get away with it. We do. We'll put him out the way for now. Let's put him out to a side. Go on, murder him. Hey! Right, that's one rolling his eyes back and not seeing the pitch for a little bit. And so now... we can have a think. So what I could do is blitz with this skink, which is a bit ballsy. But I do like a bit of ballsy. I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then smack him for 6. Beautiful. Let's get him out to the side so he's less useful, and let's follow that up. Make a bit of space. Just a stunt. So let's again tighten up these gaps. He can get a surf there, so not sure if I fancy that. Not sure if I fancy that. I'm gonna give up the side control to avoid the surf. And now the question becomes, where did this guy go? So what speed is he? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 6, 7, 8. So we could put it something like here-ish to make it difficult for him to come in if he wants. So what we're trying to stop is this guy coming in round here and putting pressure on this ball if I fuck up this pickup, because I don't want to waste a reroll on it. So if I miss this, I'm going to let it go. Fortunately, that wasn't the case. So now I can come in here. And we've got good pressure either way. I'm actually going to go 1 over. Do I want to with that guy there? Yeah, I think I still probably do. Seems good. So that's my turn. Let's see what he does. So we're expecting him to try and apply this Mighty Blow Claw somewhere useful. And essentially what we want to do at that point is kill him. So wherever this guy goes, we're going to try and kill him. So we're going to block him with whatever we need to get him down. And then we're going to surround him and foul the shit out of him until his brains pop out. That's against someone who's got skill set that is exactly designed to deal with your team. That's what you need to do. And because he's got Frenzy, it's very difficult for him to be in a safe place after he gets involved. So we're sort of forcing him to either not get involved or get involved and get his head stomped on. And here he comes, he's getting involved. So now he's kind of frenzy trapped, so he's got to come in or just give up his second attack. So this is basically exactly what we were just talking about. In he comes. Does he get the second one? He does get it. And therefore he bases the skink. That is bad news for us. Oh, and he gets the injury. Oh no, just a KO. Alright. It's a shame because it is our tackle guy. So he did get an important guy off the pitch. And he's basing our skink. So we're not happy about that. On the plus side, his Yeti is in no man's land and he's going to get the shit fouled out of him if I can knock him down. So we will see how the rest of this turn pans out. But now our basic plan is to just keep him away from his own Yeti and stomp on his head until he dies. And hold on to the ball if at all possible. If we get this Yeti injured or off the pitch, then the game is looking a lot better for us. As it stands, we're a very important player down, and he's just lost like a line of scrimmage lineman. So he's definitely up so far on attrition. He's very much outpowered in this area of the field. But he's definitely got some, you know, he's got some strength here that we're not at all happy about, so. Ooh, trying to dodge away from the Croxigore is not always an easy thing to do. He has an ability that makes it harder to dodge away from him. And so he doesn't quite make that dodge. And so now we'll have to have a little rethink and have a look at this situation. So, there's no one to stand up on our side. We've already got a 1 die, so 1 assist will get us the hit on the Yeti. Or what we could do is go for a Mighty Blow charge on the Yeti, but I don't think we're at that stage yet. I don't think we need that. Considering lucky not to die on a failed dodge. Yeah, in Blood Bowl, not dying is often the best you can hope for. So, we're gonna go and put. I think we'll bring up the least useful skink. Then we will see if we get this 2 die off on the Yeti. I think that's going to be the next thing to do. Is that the best move for now, or do we need to do something else? No, I think we need to find out whether this works or not. It does, so it's fouling time. Alright, we're going to pop him there. We will follow that up because we want to get as many... Oh, is he just going to get injured anyway? Just a stun. Alright. So we'll do the safe block first. I say safe, nothing is safe in Blood Bowl, don't kid yourself. And then we can have a think about where we want to be blitzing, and I think the answer is probably here. Or maybe not. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe we'll blitz with the Croxigore and try to get an injury with the Mighty Blow. So we get that, which is nice. We'll split his team up a bit Do we follow that up? Yeah, I think we do. Armor 7 holds so far. And now we're going to try and get this injury with the Croxigore. I think, if that's true... Or do we just hit that guy? I think we just hit him. Alright, we get it. That's nice. I'll pop him over there so he's still engaged. We'll stay there so we'll go and kill him. Yes, lovely. Alright, so we are going to go with this Croxy kill attempt. But who do we try and kill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and try and smash this guy to pieces, I think, is probably the way. Or do we just nail this guy in the head? It's very difficult to say. I'm actually going to go... Has he got fend? Yeah, he does. Bastard. So I'm going to come this way and smack him in the back. So we get away with the bonehead. Do we get the block? Hooray! Get fucked! Oh. And we will go to engage all of those and put my guard on them. That is nice. So now we're going to have to get this foul off. I think it's the most important thing that we can do here. So, best of luck. Die! He's out of here now. Did I get sent off for that? No, I didn't. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get fucked, Yeti. We've got 5 seconds left. That's not great. Let's move him there. Try and punch him. Probably not going to work. Didn't work. We'll put him away. Yes. We'll stay there for now. And we'll move this guy back to there so he's slightly less killable. We'll move him even one further down if I get it off in time. Yeah, look. Look at that. And then we run out of time. So, Objective A, get rid of the Yeti. Tick. Marvellous. Now, Objective B is to extend the game as long as possible and inflict as many injuries as possible while his Yeti is off the pitch. And that means that when he comes back on, we'll hopefully be in command. That's the plan. So we need to definitely hope that we do not lose the ball right now. That would be very sad indeed. Meanwhile... we probably want to get this guy knocked down and foul him. The good news about having these little skinks that are a bit shite is that they are remarkably good at fouling because you don't really give a fuck. Please don't die. Oh, okay. So having two of my big guys out, not delightful, let's be honest. But having his Yeti out is delicious. So it's a bit of a tense one here. Let's see. The attrition is going to swing one way at some point. It's going to start to snowball. And I think it's going to be down to, can our Croxigore get some serious work in or not? Looks like his plan this turn is to blitz, said Croxigore. So it will be rather important as to whether he makes it or not. So I think now, basically, he's in a very similar position to the position that we were in, which is that the guy that can do real damage is the Croxigore, in the same way that it was the Yeti for him. And so he needs to try and focus on my Crocs. And we'll see how that works out for him. If he doesn't get the knockdown on the Croxigore, I have stand firm, so he won't be able to push me away, and I'll be able to just sit there, engage them all, guard them all, and then chomp them all. But if he does get it, I'll be a bit of a sad panda. So it's a gamble. It's a risky play, but I think he might have to take some risks at this point. Alright, so he's going to try and take the blitz with the guy with Mighty Blow. That's fair. But he does have Frenzy, so if he fucks this up, he's in a world of pain. Okay, so he gets the POW. I will definitely not use the stand firm because I do not want to stand in the middle of all those guys and get fouled. Although, actually, oh, he had no one left to foul me with. I absolutely should have stood firm. Fuck, that was just a mistake. Just an error. Oh, sad times. So I think we want to probably get involved with our Croxigore and actually charge back into this position that we should have just stayed in. And just basically turn this into a grind. So we just want to get everybody involved, get into a big ruck, and try and fuck him up that way. That is a bit risky because if a Croxigore fails a charge for any reason, and there are several reasons why it might, it can go pretty badly for us. But let us see. So I think we put this guy in here. I think we actually want this one here. So currently everything's safe and okay. We kind of want this one here, I think. Or not. Do we just want to make the charge now, or do we want to get rid of this guy first and bring this guy around? It's tricky to say. We really need this Croxigore to land his attack. Let's see how we do. Okay, so we have to use the reroll there. We cannot allow that state of play. Marvellous. Only a stun though. Armor 7, I mean, he should start to feel some injuries relatively soon, so we didn't really have a reroll on the Croxigore anyway, so we've not lost too much there. Can he reach my ball carrier as the game currently stands? Not easily. Even so, I think we would like to get this Saurus involved somehow. Maybe we'll pop him in there. Just in case this Croxigore... I wouldn't normally put him there, but if the Croxigore block fails, then we need something to cover our tracks. This will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... So he's going to have to take lots of GFIs to get onto my ball carrier. I'm okay with that. So now we take this block and hope. Oh, that is very bad news, but now I'm really glad that we had this Saurus involved. Let's put this guy here then. This guy can come back here. And we'll bring the ball carrier up over to this side. Like this, and we'll start to threaten a score if he doesn't deal with him. The Croxigore not standing up. Ugh. You need to stop... building your plans around the other big guy fucking up his bonehead roll. Well, to be honest, I did. So, frankly, your planning, if that were the case, was perfect, wasn't it? It's worked out rather well. If I hadn't fucked up that big the roll, I think you'd have ended up in a world of pain here, because Croxigore giving guard to everything. You know, your guy probably off the pitch. Yeah, that could have been much worse. But now it's kind of okay for you. So let's see how this turn plays out. I think this is going to be an interesting and really impactful turn. Because we got rid of the guy that he had with tackle on this side, his only tackle remaining guy was here. So the fact that my guy has blodge, so block and dodge, over here makes him very difficult to get to. So even though there are possibilities for him to get to my ball carrier, I'm kind of okay with it because he doesn't have tackle. And I do have block. So we'll see if it pays off or if it goes horribly wrong for me. What we are really hoping is that my my armor on my Saurus doesn't keep breaking, because it breaking to the Mighty Blow Claw was perfectly reasonable. It breaking to the other guy was quite fortunate for him. And so we really need to hope that it doesn't break again. Because if we lose another Saurus, then we just start losing our punching power too much. And then we're going to be forced into a different game plan, which is score immediately and hope. In other words, hope that his knocked out guys don't... Oh, dear lord. He went for a 1-die with a reroll. That was bold and has cost him. That has cost him big time. Fortunately for him, no injury. That could have been a lot worse. Alright, so now we get to inflict some pain with any luck. We are still going to... I think we're going to go for that Croxigore play again, because I think it's the correct play. Which means we're not going to blitz with that guy, so let's stand him up immediately. We're going to take the... oh, you were trying to dig out the bottom Berserker, right, okay. We're going to take the safe block again, I think. Because always take your safe blocks if you can. Now, can I get this guy totally safe? I think I probably can, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can have him there. And if this guy goes down... Yeah, if I get this block, if I get this one here, which I do, then I get to follow it up. And he's fucked. Marvellous. Just badly hurt, nothing permanent. Permanent injuries do matter in a situation like this, because unlike the ladder, like this is a league where we can only play the teams that we play during the league, and every effect that happens that's permanent is permanent throughout that league, even in future seasons. So on that particular team, obviously you can just choose to play a new team, but it has a real impact. So we're going to stick this guy up here, just because we've taken control of this game now, and we want to make sure that we you know, solidify that. So what we'd really like is for this Croxigore to make the roll that he's supposed to make. But just in case that doesn't happen, I want to, again, get my positioning a bit better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we get there? Yes. So we can block that position off for him so that this guy's got no chance of making it to that guy. And he's the tackle guy, so he is important. This guy's in a good position if this guy fails, so we'll leave him there for now. This guy's also good if this guy fails. And if he succeeds, then we can actually bring this guy in and do something. So now is the time, I think, to make this blitz again. It will be a 3-die because we've got so many assists, so we should nail him. We do not nail him. We don't get the POW, sadly. Doesn't matter. We'll follow that up, and now our Croxigore is in a wonderful position. So we free up this Saurus. We've used our blitz. With this Saurus is still to go, so I think we come back and we just put this guy in and just trap everybody in. Because we don't want them getting out of there. And then... they're pretty sandwiched at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can sort of block off this movement so we can't sort of get this guy around anywhere particularly useful. That just blocks off a load of movement there. And then I think this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, comes over and blocks off this side. And then just in case he makes it there with anyone, I think we take the 1 dodge. And we get up as far as we can to cover this guy's position. If he doesn't make the dodge, that's okay. We're not going to re-roll. And that's it. We've got the best position that we can. We're in a position to murder him if he stays still. We're pretty well covered. We've got lots of options to recover the ball if he does manage to get it by some blind bit of luck. And Croxigore is wonderfully positioned. He's got 4 guys tied up with guard, prehensile tail, and all sorts. So we can just start to wail on him and try and inflict as many injuries as possible. And we've got the Skinks just providing basically tackle zones. They're just stopping him from moving as he wants to. And I've got enough spare Skinks where if he starts to kill my Skinks, it's okay. He doesn't have much tackle. We're not that bothered about these Skinks. We're pretty bothered about the Blodge Skink and the Strength Skink. You know, that we'd like them to stay alive. But If they don't, you know, that's their job. Skinks know what they're in the game for. They're in the game to run about and occasionally get punched really hard. Other good news is because I have stand firm on my Croxigor, it's like you can't even try and get like a 1-die and then just push him out of the way and free up all his players, because I'm going nowhere. Unless he actually gets the knockdown, then Croxigor gets to stay where he is. So Croxigor is an amazing piece. He's one of the most important parts of the Lizardmen and one of the best big guys in the game, in my eyes. It's been very fun playing this Lizardman team this season. But next team, I think I'm probably going to play a bit more of a brawly team, so probably either Nurgle or Orcs. Alright, so he's gone over here, but he's possibly forgotten that I have guard. So now he's only got a 1-die on this Saurus. But a 2-5 or a 6 is still good. Gets the 6. Oh, and breaks armor. My Saurus armor is just not stacking up today, but fortunately it is only a stun, so not the end of the world. Still not what we wanted to see. So he's going to take the dodge, makes it, and gets an assist on this Saurus. But since I have guard, I don't think that's going to matter much. I'm not sure what the goal was there. This Croxigor with guard is causing him some real issues. He's going to go for an additional dodge and try and get the assist onto the strength skink, it looks like. And then maybe run this tackle guy up to my ball carrier. But I don't think he can make it because he's currently knocked down. He's going to take the 1-die. Gets a push. Will he follow up? Yes, he will. Alright. Okay, so I think, again, we're not scoring this turn, and we can pretty safely just move that guy up to there, and that's going to be his little position for today. And then the question becomes, how can we inflict as much pain as possible onto him from here? So, can these guys reach him? Yeah, with double GFIs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Yes, they can reach him, and so I think we want to, first of all, position that guy to just make that very difficult. So that will involve a lot of blocks now that he doesn't want to make. And then we've got potential blocks 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could theoretically surf this guy. So we could blitz him into this spot, block these 2 spots, and then this guy can punch him off the field. Not sure if that's worth the amount of effort that it would involve. And I think I want to instead focus on getting rid of these tackle guys just through injury. So let's do that. Let's take the safe block first. Are we gonna focus on the tackle guy even more than the fend? I think so. I think so. Or do we want to bring this guy back, allowing me to blitz that fella? These guys are AV8, so I want to focus on AV7 and just get as much damage in as I possibly can, I think. So we'll take the safe block. We get it. We're not going to follow that, I don't think. We don't need to, and we want to make sure the Croxigor never gets overpowered, because he's so important. Then we've got unsafe block. Well, we've got one blitz that's vaguely safe, and then unsafe blocks. So let's take the unsafe block first. Sorry, the safe blitz first. Yeah, you see, that's why you take the unsafes first. Then we want Croxigore because we want to inflict some pain if it's all possible. No, no pain. And then again, we want a bit of pain. I think this guy's going to be the better one to inflict on. Yes. Good. That's a break. No injury though. Sad times. So we can use this guy for two purposes. One is to tie up this guy so that he can't go where he wants to. Two, to provide the assist to this guy so that we can punch this guy out and try and get my guy free. That hasn't worked, sadly. So we'll have to go there, follow up. And he's got the chance to surf us later on, but he's going to have to commit resources to that, and he doesn't have a lot of resources left right now. So he's going to have, like, I mean, I could have surfed him, he could technically surf me, but again, you need to commit quite a lot of resources to that, and you need to think whether it's worth it. I decided not. We'll see which way he goes. And now next turn we'll get this Saurus stood back up again, so that's nice. So far he's got 2 substitutions and 2 injuries, so it really depends on his knockouts as to whether his team's going to look alright next round or not. In our case, even if currently, as it stands, I mean obviously that can change very quickly, sidestep, he's got the hit, so this guy's probably in a bit of trouble. He's going to blitz. Where does he want to go? He wants to go this way, I think. So let's go there. Let's see whether he gets the injury. No injury. Okay. Now, normally I've got dodge, so that wouldn't be a problem, but he has tackle, so it is a problem. Let's see whether we survive this one as well. Breaks armor, but only a stun. Alright. So he is putting some pressure on this side. It is meaning that we are probably going to have to score pretty soon. But we might get some more killing done before we have to do that, so that's always very nice. And as I was saying, as it currently stands, when we get into the next half, we are going to have a full team, albeit with more skinks than Saurus, not good. And if these guys wake up, then we sort of get back to our full complement. So it's going to be largely about the knockouts and how they go, and if I can inflict any more pain on him before we're forced to score. It's looking with this layout like we are going to be forced to score. We will see. Maybe I'll be able to prevent it. Fails the dodge. He's got the reroll available if he wants to spend it. He doesn't. Just a stun. Alright. So I think priority 1 is going to be getting this guy in on this tackler and thus tying up this tackler, so that if anything goes wrong in my turn, then they got much less chance of getting the ball off my ball carrier. In the meantime, I think we want to be tying up this gentleman as best we can. 1, 2, 3 is probably the best way, I think. So we want to tie him up before we roll any dice. And then we want to do the safe block next. Do we need to stand that guy up first? I would like to be able to punch our way through this and thus use that guy to tie this fella up. So let's try, see if we get the... We do get it, lovely. So he gets to come in there and follow that up. Please get an injury, that would help so much. Didn't get it, shame. So now this guy cannot get there, he just can't. There's too many problems. And this guy's now free to go and tie this fucker up. So now we don't need to score if we don't want to. And frankly, I am very tempted not to score. So let's see about this first. Sadly not. We'll get him away, we will follow that up. And then we can put that guy in there. That is a 1 die that we could take. Or we could turn it into a 2 die here. Let's turn it into a 2 die. Just because it amuses me. And we get it. Beautiful. We don't want to follow that up. I think we want to just leave it. Oh, go on, Skink. Yeah, baby. Oh, power Skink. He's only got AV8, so that's not that surprising, but still, always nice to see. We're going to have to make 1 GFI to try and make this. I always try and avoid them, but we get away with it, so that's nice. And then if he wants to dodge, I think we actually want to make it as difficult as possible. We could just run this guy down to here, because he can still score, and he won't get hit from there. That seems pretty good, honestly. It's probably safer. Yep. So we'll bring this guy here. We've sort of built an accidental cage, so we may as well use it. We've got enough turns left. We want to inflict more pain if it's all possible. So that's how we'll end the turn. Otherwise, we just give this guy like a 2 in 3 to dodge out, and then he might be able to get lucky and just hit us with the Ulf. We don't want that, so let's play the safe game. GFI here, makes it. Gets the knockdown on the Saurus. We'll hope that his armor should stand up. There's no mighty blow here, so yep, nice. He's used the blitz there, so there's no further blitzing, but he can now get a 2 die block on this Saurus. I've got block and he doesn't, so if he gets a 1 in 9, it will be pretty catastrophic. He doesn't get the 1 in 9, he just gets some pushes. A bit unfortunate for him there, especially because now I can sort of free smack him back. So we'll test his AV8. He's going to go for the 50 dodge, or is he just going to hope? We'll see. He's got to dodge away, but he does have the dodge skill, so he gets an automatic reroll. Makes the dodge. Probably correct. So we're into turn 7 now. So we want to be scoring relatively soon. I think we're going to use the Crocs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, bang. So we're going to use the Crocs to go to try and injure this guy. We'll stand this guy up. This guy gets a free hit, so why not? And we get it. Lovely. We may as well make a proper cage. Oh no, because that would block off our Croxigor's route in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it would block his route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, bang. So we could get a 3 die on this guy, but we would have to risk getting surfed, which I'm not a huge fan of. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that guy stands up, and then we've got a 3 die. No, we're getting a bit greedy there. We're looking for injuries that we don't truly need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd need a GFI there. We'd need a GFI there. Not particularly like either of those things. But actually, I'm going to go for it because I want to injure this guy very much. So I'm going to go there and there. He's the only guy on this side of the pitch, so I can run over here and be relatively safe. I can then cover. Here. In case this doesn't work, I can then cover here. And then we're going to try to put in an absolute hero Croxigore Blitz, which will be a 3-die if we get it. So we get the Bonehead. Do we get the GFI? No! We are going to use the reroll because we may as well. We do get it this time. That is fortunate. And we get him. So that is marvellous news. We'll pop him down in the middle of a world of pain and follow. Die! Wonderful. Wonderful. We've got rid of a very important guy. Missed next game, so nothing truly worrying for our opponent, but brilliant news for us. We don't need to stand that guy up because he's just going to get surfed or hit, so I think we can end the turn there, and our plan is going very much to plan, which is injure the fuck out of him. I swear to you, the moment that I use my Apo, the next guy will die. Yeah, you can't Apo on anything that isn't permanent, in my opinion. Unless there's a particular, like, league playoff reason, you just have to wait for permacash. Oh, Jesus, the Saurus is down again. God, my Saurus armor is just not standing up, and it fucking should be. He needs to roll 10s or more to get these armor breaks, and he's had a few here. So he's making me very nervous because I do need these Saurus. I'm playing a brawly style here and I'm losing my brawlers. So he's going to get a very big punch here. Fortunately for me, he didn't leave anyone left to activate, so he cannot foul this guy, which would have been the probably correct play. So because there's no one left to foul, we've only got one turn. We do have a reroll, and we do have block. So it is worth, in my opinion, it's worth the very low chance of getting a double skulls in order to get a potential injury roll on an armor 7 guy. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this guy round to here and stop these 2 assists. We'll bring in the Croxigore if he's willing to play ball. Yep. So that stops that assist. We'll then bring in Monsieur Skink. And that gives us a 2-die on the tackle guy. And we get it. So AV7, he's only got, let's hope it works. We break the armor. Only a stun. It was worth going for. I think that sort of play is worth it. And now we very much need to just score because it's our last turn. We don't want to take any risks that could avoid our scoring. So we've done a lot of damage and we've scored. What now is very, very important is how these knockouts work, because we've both got very important knockouts. If his Yeti doesn't come back, he is fucked. It does come back. Alright, so we've got a game, and one of my Saurus comes back, so we're both roughly 50-50 there on the returns. This is absolute madness. Sorry, I've just wasted your time there, because what we're going to do is I don't have another turn after this turn, so he's going to be doing his turn. And then I'm not going to get to take a return hit. So we are simply going to give him a bunch of skinks that I don't care about. And a Saurus that I don't care about. Let him punch them. And I'm going to hang on back here. Yep, sadly we didn't get our Tacklesaurus back. And that one's on 4 out of 6. Can we give him anyone less valuable? 0 out of 6. There we go. And is there anything else that needs to be done here? No, probably not. I think that's it. We just have to hope that my guys don't die. And then I should be able to field a full team next half, and he cannot. Let's see how the kickoff... Oh, Croxy Gore kickoff. Yeah, baby. He gets an extra reroll. Don't think he's going to need that one too much. He's only got one turn left. So let's see if we get lucky with these injury rolls or not. First one. Survives. Number 2. Gets the knockdown. Let's see if we get the injury. And it's an injury. Alright, that's bad news. Let's have a look. Miss next game. I'm actually in the playoffs, so that might actually matter a bit. No, it won't, because I can just sell her and buy a fresh Saurus. So not a huge loss there. Gets the knockdown on the skink. Is it going to be an injury? No. Okay, so then one more attempt with the blitz, and we'll see if this final skink... Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to sell her. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, her. You know my team names. Alright, so skink goes down again. Armor's broken. How bad's the injury? Just a KO, so we'll see whether he comes back into the fray next half or not. Mainly, we just want this Tacklesaurus back. Tacklesaurus back would be really nice. Foul on a skink, so it's a lino for a skink. Honestly, this could go either way. He gets the KO. Does he get sent off? Nope. So, a nice KO there. Certainly adds to his chances of having a bit of a better time next half, because as it stood I was going to have a significant numbers advantage, and now it kind of depends a little bit on the knockouts. He makes a pass because it gets you special player points, so this guy just earned himself a point for a successful pass. And we're going to the second half. So again, it's all about the knockouts. If my Saurus stands up, very good news. If not, then not so great. He also really needs that guy to stand up, and he does, so that's very fortunate for him. And our side, oh, it's 3 out of 3. That is big news. So the lizards are back at full force. And we will bring in our man here. My team name is LizHub, because my entire team is named off after the Pornhub Top 100. I'd be lying if I said most of them weren't from memory. So he does not have any guard on his team at all, because it's over here injured. So I think we can do this. And this. This guy's just going to get his head kicked in, and that's his job for today. Bad luck. And that's about the safest place for him in the world. So we're going to go with this fairly clumped up central defence because he doesn't have a lot of brawl left in him. Well, he does. He's got this fucker. But again, if this guy comes into my line, I'm going to fucking murder him. So it's sort of the same decision as last time. Does he want to try and send the Yeti in and get some kills and then potentially just get murdered, or does he want to try and be a bit more cagey with the Yeti? We're trying to force that decision out of him and not make it too easy for him. So it looks like he's going to focus on scoring, which is fair enough. It looks like he's focusing on one side. Again, like, you know, if you've got someone who's clumped up in the middle, then don't necessarily meet them in the middle, you know. So if he chooses to go down one side, that might work out for him. But the Norse are not well known for their ball passing or handling skills. So we will see. And how you doing, Alec? You having a good one? I see. One of those, is it? Working late tonight. Ah, shame. I'm having a good one. I've been a little bit of a busy day, teaching a bit, and hello. Go on, lads. Hey. Yep, we're still on for Sunday. Oh, I got unlucky there. He gets the touchback. All right. So yeah, we're still on for Sunday, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm heading down to Austria. Oh, I thought he'd given the ball to his Yeti. I was going to be like, yes, you absolute boss. Well done. But no, it's gone to the block Ulf. So yeah, well, you should have done it. Man up. So going to Vienna for a party tomorrow because 3 of my friends are all celebrating their birthday at the same event. So they've rented out some hostel that's like in a castle somewhere. How bloody Austrian of them. And so we'll end up having a good time there. And I'm taking my dog down with me. So yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a good weekend. Yeti's going in. Doesn't get the knockdown. Therefore, he's going to frenzy into us. And then probably end up getting his head stomped on and fouled. But will he kill someone first? Nope, just a stun. Alright. That's the problem with a team full of frenzy. It is very easy to end up with you guys out of position. It is quite tricky to play Norse. Bears saying again that I will be missing Wednesday and Thursday's stream next week because my brother will be visiting and we'll be taking a trip out of town. Oh, double skulls. Get wrecked. Will he die just for a bit of extra insult to injury? No. So no stream Wednesday, Thursday, but I will be replacing them with additional streams on Friday, Saturday. So weekend streams for once. Now what we'd like to do first and foremost is bitch slap this Yeti into next world, but the ball is right here and it would be frankly rude not to go and relieve him of it, so I think that's what we'll try to do first. There's no particularly safe order in which to do this, which I'm not very happy about. I think we can put this guy in here as a safety measure. Then this guy can take this block, which is a really important one. We didn't get it. That is sad news. We're going to have to follow up to get out of my own way. And that is not great. So then I think we're going to have to just use the Croxigore to provide guard, as much as I would like to get him involved and hurt people. We've not really got that choice. So then we can bring in this guy and do a safe-ish block and see if we get the knockdown. We do. So we will send it out this way, I think. Get it as... no, this way. Get it as far away as possible. See if my Saurus catches it. That's always funny when that happens. Nope. And then we might want to make that GFI. No, probably not. Okay. So this guy's going to be the guy that goes and picks up the ball, obviously. This guy's going to come and screen for us. This guy's going to knock that guy out of the way so he can screen. So the question becomes, where is this guy going? Well, let's get this guy out of the way then. So then this guy can get on with screening. And the real question again is, where's this guy going? I've already blitzed. No, I do not know where this guy should be. I think there. But then he can get... no, I think there. But after this guy goes. So we're going to have to re-roll this if we fuck it. We get it. Marvellous. We can go to the sidelines to avoid either of these because we have sidestep and there's not much you can do about that for now. And then I think this becomes the logical next spot. Possibly just here instead. We're going to get real cheeky. This is not correct, but it is fun. Nailed it. He's definitely staying there because we need to tie up his Yeti. We do not want the Yeti punching big guys. We want the Yeti punching skinks as much as physically possible. Because his claw does nothing against my skinks, because all that does is make them armor 7, and my skinks are already armor 7, so fuck him. We've managed to grab the ball off him, so we're not exactly neat and safe and tidy and tucked up yet, but if he doesn't have a great turn this turn, we can potentially turn this into a 2-0 situation, and there won't be enough turns for him to get that back. So it rather depends on how badly he can tie up my ball carrier. Gets it. Gets the POW. He had a 1 in 3 to get that there. In fact, no, better than that, I think. 1 in 3 in terms of, like, there were 2 dice that he needed on either one of those dice. So yeah, the chances were pretty good to get the knockdown there. But he didn't have tackle, so a 5 would not have been enough. goes for the skink. Doesn't get the knockdown on the first attack. I can then run him into my other skinks. I can basically choose where his Yeti goes. Interesting. I think I want his Yeti to get the fuck away. So let's take him this way. And that time he gets it. Fortunately, skink lives. Oh, sorry. Move my camera there. So he's moving the Ulf back into a sort of defensive posture, bit of screening here. And that's the end of his turn. Alright. Okay, so first thing to do, pick up this skink. His job is to be punched by a Yeti, and that's just life. Next thing is to make the safe blocks first. So that's this one, and potentially this one. Do we want to stand that guy up? Not right now, we don't, just in case this doesn't go well. So, this guy first. We actually want to have to take this guy and this guy. Gets it. Follow. No injury. Sad times. That guy there, that guy there, that guy there. This guy's going to have to stay kind of down for a minute. So, where's my blitz going to be? Probably him, right? Or him. Blitz and then move into there. Seems good. Yeah, so if he's going to blitz and move into there, then he actually goes later, which means he can go here. So we'll take the block on the tackle guys, see if we get them. Not yet. On the fend gentleman. Yeah, he's off. And he's injured, possibly. Evening, Voita. And then we are going to take this blitz, which is possibly ill-advised, but seems like a great deal of fun. Ah! We're going to use the reroll because we just fancy it. No, he's not playing ball today. If you're trying to learn, don't use the reroll there. That's not the place to do that. So I think we can bring this guy out here. It's a dodge 1 in 9. So we'll take this block first. Just pop him there, make him nervous. And do we follow that up? Yeah, let's make him properly nervous. Crowded in by skinks, motherfucker. So take this dodge, hope for God. Yeah, we get it. So then this guy, if we get him and he doesn't knock him down, we're going to have some issues. So he'll come over to there, which isn't as stupid as it looks. We do not get the knockdown. I think we just keep those guys crowded together for now, because we'd rather have that. He can get now a surf on a skink, but frankly, if he wants to focus that, an Ulf on a naked skink, we're okay with it. This guy does not want to stand up, because then he gets punched by a Mighty Blow Claw Yeti, so he's going to have to stay the fuck down for the moment. Goes for the surf and gets it. KO. And now his wolf is on the edge of the pitch and very much ready to be surfed himself. So, for a skink, we are okay with that. Because we're just playing. I mean, to be honest, my Croxagore is 18 out of 31. It's not like he's going to get... No, if I wanted to score with someone, frankly, it probably should be Tori. Or maybe Adriana. Just get her to 16, get another double-skilled Saurus. Might be better. To be honest, I'm not like... I'm not as League tryhard as you are. I know, like, because most of my Blood Bowl hours have been played on ladder, where you just sort of play. There's no real like progression isn't the main thing, and so this sort of practice of, oh well, I'm already in the playoffs, so I don't need to give a shit about the result. Like, it doesn't come naturally to me, and I don't prefer it. So I'm just having a bit of fun playing the game. And if we get the chance to level up someone else, you know, if we're only 1-0, like we're not in a commanding lead here or something, so. Takes the 1 die and gets it. Bonehead Croxagore moron. The Saurus armor is not standing up today. Not at all. Fortunately, just a stun. He comes in, he's going to need a 6. Doesn't get it. He's going to need a reroll. Doesn't get the 6. Gets another go at it. I'm going to push myself. Do I want him... Where do I want him to trap? I think I'm going to go over this way. Gets another go. Doesn't get the 6. I'll come up here and get ready to score if it's all possible. Gets another 1 die. Oof. That was not what we wanted to see, but happens. Yeti gets to pound my skink into the next world. What's this nonsense? That's more like it. So, skink takes it on the chin and survives. Good little skink, well done. Other skink also going to take it on the chin. Survives. Well done. So, we have taken a nasty amount of punishment in this turn. We are going to try and dish a little bit back, I think. Yeah, Crocs with the ball is fun. So we'll start with this one, as it's a safer action. Pop him away. We'll follow that up because it ties up 2 guys. And then our goal is going to be to leg it with this guy and just get out of range, is the basic plan. We'll take a safe-ish block first. Doesn't get there. So we'll just move him out of the way. Then I'm just going to see, do we want to take... I think we want to take this one to tie this guy up. Beautiful. Move him back. Follow up. Nope, we didn't get the tackle guy out of the way, but we do not want a tackle guy reaching this guy. So this guy cannot reach us if we get to that square. So we need 1 GFI. And we will take it. We've got a reroll. And we don't need it. So that's... beautiful. This guy can actually reach us, which is annoying, so we are going to have to take another GFI. and that's okay. So we've guaranteed the score, basically, unless we take risks. We can now try for this Croxigore, get him back involved. He sadly gets a both down again. We shouldn't be using this reroll, but I'm going to because it's fun. Off he goes. Let's move him there and follow up. So that they're all tied up. And then we're going to go for a very risky surf, just for a bit of fun. Off he goes. And we will force him to blitz with the Yeti if he wants to... no, because then he might blitz the Crocs. So we are going to stand this Saurus up now. He's been out of the game a bit too long, and we don't want him to get the Yeti onto the Croxigore. So we'll have this Saurus eat the pain. And that's exactly what she does. Does she die? No, marvellous. You can always make a ball from someone's head. Yes, yes. As if Bob himself were speaking. So he gets the one in 9. He's going to have to pop a reroll if he doesn't want this turn to end. So he's now out of rerolls, which means anything that goes wrong in the rest of this turn, like that for example... yeah, that is sad times. Will this be up on Lizzo Premium? Black Friday, half off, yeah. 3. So what we're going to do is try to score with Adriana, which is a little bit greedy, honestly, but you know that seems to be the name of the game today. So there we are. So we'll move this guy around to here. Naked lizard females 50% off. Yep, that's how it's going. So we're going to move this guy around just to make it a bit irritating to reposition these guys. This guy around on the same basis. Do we take a dodge there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I think we'll just move him up in case the Croxigore boneheads. And the question is, where does this fucker want to be? I think he wants to be there. Just to stop these two getting too involved. Then we'll make the movement that we wanted to make first, which is this one. Didn't get it, just a push. There. And then off we go. We're going to really hope that this one is a knockdown, because otherwise he's likely... Lovely. Follow that up, block off this avenue, and then we're just looking to injure the tackle guy because we don't want the tackle guy on my ass. Didn't get it, bit of a shame, but there you go. We'll put him there. There's no reason to follow that up, I don't think. That would just lead to us getting a bit badly attacked. So I think that's the turn. Good stuff. Our guy gets to live another day. by Guy, I mean Abella Danger. We've kept ourselves reasonably safe here. I think there shouldn't be any major fuck-ups on our side. We're gonna have to get a bit lucky with these handoff re-rolls, but that's the name of the game with lizards occasionally. The strength skink. No! My bloat. He lives! What do you think about him having 3 Fend linemen, Voita? You like it? You don't like it? It's just a style thing? Or you think it's good, bad, interesting? It reminds me of Bretonians a lot. And I know that Fend is actually quite irritating to deal with sometimes, but... So we'll bring this guy up to cover. We'll probably dodge that guy out in a second. This one can come up to cover as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up to about there. Unless we do actually punch those guys out of the way, so maybe we'll do that later. It's okay as a second skill. Tackle is much better. Yep, I don't think I can disagree with that too much. I think we want to try and hurt his tackle guys, so we're going to get the blitz in here first. We get it. We almost picked the skull by mistake. And we'll stay here because I want to engage both of these. Or do I want to get involved there so I can get a 2-die? I want to get involved. Fuck the downed Ulf. So this wants to go up there before we forget. Then we can start having a crack at the tackle gentleman. We get it. That's very good news. We don't want to follow that up, no. Fuck him. Played all the dodge teams during the first half of the league. Decided Fend would be better for the second half. Got battered anyway. Fair enough. Take care, Alec. Thanks very much, and see you Sunday. Sounds good. You don't really want to have level 2 Linos. Yeah, true, true. Right, we'll see if we can get this guy out of the way. We can. Ooh, AV7 standing up. Now, do we want to dodge this guy out and get the 3-die on here? I think I do. I fancy that kind of greed. Marvellous. Fuck buckets. So let's get this guy up here just to start controlling that space in case we do drop the ball. We want to make sure we're doing alright. Do we want to push the Yeti away? I think we do, so we will take that 1-die if any of this works. It's very unlikely to, but who knows? And let's try the handoff. So, go on, lad. Nope. Go again, lad. Nope. It's okay reasoning. Tackle in a dodge heavy league, Fend in a bash heavy league. I'd still take tackle in our league though. Yep, fair enough. So wild animal fails. Good stuff. Abella is just living like a boss. I've still got 1 more reroll and 3 more turns to try and pick up this ball with this Saurus. We will see if we get anything like that kind of luck. And in the meantime, we'll bite some people with Croxy. Does Wild Animal make him lose his tackle zone? I don't think it does. Just gets the pushes. And then the skull. Frenzy Trap is a bitch. Rerolls, of course, the skull. Always punished. So we get to try and roll some injury rolls first, I think. Yeah, let's take some safe-ish block stuff. So, he can stop that guy going anywhere we don't particularly want him to go. He can go there. That allows this guy to punch this guy out the way with any luck. Marvellous. Stay where he is. 2 points. No. It's this one. Go away. Stay where we are. Then I think this is where we want to do the blitz, maybe. No, let's do this first. Ah, that's why I wanted to do the blitz. Fuck. Oh well, now we don't have to blitz with the Crocs, so we can just take the hit, but I'm not overly happy about this. Now we're just going to let that go. So, let's try again. Reposition this guy if we need to. Does he need to go anywhere? Yeah, maybe he's there-ish. Build strats around Bonehead. Yep, that's the way to go. Does he get it? He gets it! And there's the level up on the Saurus. Beautiful. So going into the playoffs, we have a Saurus with 2 skills and another Saurus with 2 skills, and our Blodge Skink has also leveled up. So this has been quite a high SPP game. I think we are going to stick with this setup. We'll bring the Strength Skink back a little bit. Don't fancy him getting creamed. And we will swap out this for this. And put him in the middle there. And he's got 2 turns to try and score back on us, which we don't care about too much because we've already got 2 goals. We can't basically lose at this point unless he does some one-turn touchdown madness. So it's a case of trying to get as many blocks as we can in on his armor 7 and seeing if we can get some injury rolls, or a very cheeky 2-turn touchdown if he gets a very bad kickoff result, for example. Bad dice and Blood Bowl go together. So he's gone for a pretty balanced deployment here, which is little strange. Croxy go kick off, everybody loves it. What's going to happen? Randomly selected players are stunned. Well, that went pretty heavily in our favour, I would say. Namely, none of our players were stunned, and 3 of his were. Random. Nuffle does like to put the boot in whenever you are. The point has come where I would go on a rant how Guild Ball is clearly the superior sports game. Yeah, but then, you know, you'd have to type it all out, and I'd be able to just sit here and rant on in verbal form about how Guild Ball's a piece of crap, and I would win. So it's okay. Now, are you going to kill my very good Saurus? No, don't do it. Okay, great. The advantage of having the microphone, literally. He's gone for the pickup with the Ulf. He nails it. Agi 2. Here it comes. The long bomb throw. No reroll. Or is he just trying to stop me from scoring? Oh, I thought he was just going for some absolute hero god mode point scoring. That's not an advice. It's not a good idea. It's not like I have options. No, true. You are pretty shit out of options. You've only got 2 turns left. I mean, if you want to score, you have to make the throw. Ah, well. Alrighty, so... yeah, you've got 1 turn, we've got 2... I think we probably want to try and score with this Saurus if at all possible, so we'll try and knock you down with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one here... that one will go for the knockdown. This one... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can go and tie up this fella. Sandwich this lot if the Croxagore feels like playing ball. He does. So, sandwich. And then we'll go for this GFI. We're gonna need that reroll. If we want to score with a Saurus, which we do. So, now we need to block off every possible angle for you to get this through. And make you roll like a bit of a god. Yep. Dead. Fucking dead. Yeah, go on, I'll apple that. Still dead. I'm only appoing it because I've already got a miss next game Saurus that I need to sell and replace, so, and I don't know if I've got enough cash. to replace a skink, well, to play with a skink down, as it were, so worth popping the Apo, I think. Maybe not, it was just a no-name skink. But cash flow issues, playoffs coming up, don't know. That was some serious dice rolls. 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 6. Sorry, 6, 5. Ugh. Oh no, that was the chosen one, so it wasn't technically a roll, but yeah. So we're looking at some absolute Ulf magic here, or probably not. Alright. Targeting my bloat skink. Gets it. Oh, and it's injured! The apothecary! Oh, he's only badly hurt. It's all good. And he gets a level up on his tackle lineman. So, a double leveled lineman. You are leveling your... You're getting far too much experience on your lineman, dude. Looks like this skink's about to take a ride. And he gets it. Still with us, thankfully. Gets the 1 die. Oh, you cheeky bitch. Fortunately, you have to follow it up. Yeti's upset because he's not been asked to kill anyone. He makes the prehensile dodge. And that's the end of that. Okay, so we want to score with this guy. That's going to be close to impossible. This guy would be alright. That one's not necessary. Is this one necessary? Not really. Wouldn't be bad to score with that one, but not really necessary. No, no. None of these can score. So, if we're going to try and score with a Saurus, it's most likely going to have to be this one being a hero. So, we stand him up. And we get ready. It's the end of your game, so it doesn't matter if... So we can put this guy here. And then he's ready to be a hero last part of the game. So let's try and get some injuries in the meantime. No good. Is it better to go for this ridiculously difficult play of the score, or is it better to just take a charge with the Croxigo? I don't know, but I know which one's more fun, so we're going to do that. Injury. Oh. Bring Croxy over if we can. Put the 2 die here. No. So we are going to need some pretty stunning luck here. Nope. Reroll. Yep. Still going to need to be pretty fucking good. Tra-la-la! Nope. Well, good game. And well played. Thank you very much. It's been a very fun season. The Lizardmen have done pretty well in the end. And So looking forward to the playoffs with Voita, who's in the chat, with his Norse team. And, ooh, 3. Theoretically, we re-roll it. Fuck it. Yay! Bollocks. Crappy MVP. He also got a crappy MVP. So how much did we get that game? We got a lot. That was good. Those are all Saurus and Croxigore, so that was good. We do validate the match, of course. Many thanks, Mopsy. I don't know if you're in the chat, but many thanks for the game. Feel free to say hello to your adoring fans. So we've got Lana Rhodes out, and for obvious reasons we need to get her immediately back in. And then we can switch there. So then we've only got one. We've got 60k. We could buy that extra backup skink that we normally play with, but that will take our cash down to 0. But I think that's what we will do. I think so. Yep, so we'll buy a skink. So we're back up to full strength. I'm not that bothered about who I'll face. I just want to, you know, have the team that I sort of aim for, and I like to have 2 skinks on my bench, so we're going to stick with that for now. I'm aware that it is slightly suboptimal, but that's okay. So we've got 2 Saurus now, well, 3 Saurus that are going to have 2 skills, and we've got 1 skink that's going to be a bit of a hero with any luck. So let's see what we roll here first. Nothing. And then here, a double. All right. And here, nothing. All right. So this guy is most definitely a ball carrier, and so the choice for me, in my opinion, is between catch. But I tend to go for the pickup with him, honestly, so I think I'm going to go for sure feet and turn him into a slightly more reliable ball carrier and one-turner. Then on the regular roll, the basic choice is between a second guard or Mighty Blow. Yeah, kickoff return, that's the one we want. So I think having a second guard. Wait, who's in the play? Because now it actually matters quite a bit. Who is in the playoffs? So Skaven, me, Necromantics made it into the thing, even with the forfeit. Well, that's great news. All right, cool. So Necros, Lizards, Skaven, and Norse. Against Norse, we want more guard. Against Skaven, we want Mighty Blow. Against Necro, we want guard. Necros didn't concede. They organised their game for the final day of the game week, for Monday. Then they forgot that they were supposed to play. And they tried to organise their next game for the Thursday or something like that. And at the end of the year, it's just going to put us back far too far. And so, since it was, you know, admittedly his fault, I forfeit the game to his opponent. Which is not how I like to do things, but, you know, people do have to organise their games and get them sorted out. And if you do organise your games for the Monday, the last day of the week, then you have to make sure you make it. I mean, it's much better to organise your game earlier in the week, and then if you fuck up, you've got the Monday as like a backup. I've always said that, and you know, if you organise it for Monday and then just forget, then I can't really do much. You know, if people ask me for an extension in advance and they've got a reason and blah blah blah, I'm perfectly fine with it. But in this case, that wasn't the case. So Norse, Skaven, and Necros. Let's have a quick look at the Necro team. He's got blodgety, 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 blodge, and 3 guard. We are definitely going to need guard. And then on our double, how much tackle does everybody have? I mean, I've got plenty of skinks that they might want to tackle. Do I want to take... Against the Skaven, I might want diving tackle for a giggle. That would be funny. Catch for faster level ups. Let's consult my friendly Blood Bowl guide and see what it says, suggesting for doubles on a Saurus. It actually says basically you can ignore doubles necessarily on a blitzer. On a support one, you'd probably take dodge or sidestep. Dodge on a frenzy one, dodge on a... So yeah, maybe dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. I mean, a Blodgesaurus sounds fun to me. Let's do it. Yeah, happy with that. So that's my team. I've got a pretty decent ball-handling skink. I've got a bloaty skink, a basic skink, 3 sort of just, you know, sitting there getting punched skinks. I've got 3 basic Saurus, 3 useful Saurus, and a pretty decent Crocs. So not bad. Yeah, if he lives long enough, gets break tackle, and then maybe something else, you know, it could be, yeah, it could be really nice. So, you know, I think blodge on a Saurus is pretty decent anyway. You know, they often want to be targeting skinks with their tackle guys, and therefore they haven't always got enough tackle to go around, and you know, it can lead to a Saurus living when it might otherwise not. So, I think, especially if I get any more doubles on Saurus and I start to get dodge on the entire team, then it starts to look like the fucking Amazons, doesn't it? So. That could be a bit of fun, which is nice. Mopsy says, GG, thanks for the game, shout out to my mum. So, yeah, Mopsy's mum, if you're watching, throw me a subscription. We will... you would still skip doubles. No, I'm gonna have a bit of fun and get some blodge Saurai. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to carry on with my Lizardmen into the next season anyway. I think I will probably, for my fresh team, be running either Orcs or Nurgle, and if we do end up with a higher team value league going on, which I hope we do, then I will most likely be carrying on with my High Elves, because I really enjoyed playing with my High Elf team. So... that's likely to be how we go with that. Right, so as this is a bonus stream, I was a little bit less prepared than usual, so I didn't go to the bathroom in advance and didn't get everything ready and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go and take a piss, and I'll stick us on the Be Right Back screen, and then when we come back, I'm going to play a few games of Dead by Daylight, I think. And then we'll see how we feel, whether we play any Apex or not after that. And then we'll wrap it up for the evening because I've got to get a train to Vienna in the morning. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes and then we'll crack on with some more gaming. So hope you're all having a lovely evening, and I will be back in a moment. Alrighty, we are back and ready to game it up, but I've just noticed that Mopsy has posted one of his famous battle reports about our Blood Bowl game, so I'll read it here live on stream and see what you think. So here we go. In the last game of the league, Nausea Never Nudes were all lubed up and ready to go, but unfortunately expectations were not met when they realised they'd met the wrong star hub. The Liz Hub girls were rather teethy and some of the boys were carried off on a stretcher. When the Liz Hub's coach ordered his skink enforcer to carry out a planned assassination on the gentle snow troll, the crowd went wild. Let's watch some footage of the incident. Alright, I'm gonna click on this for a second just so I get to see it.
In a final and not in a game. Andy A. Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dressing gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field!
Alright, that was just pure diabolical. Let's go for some interviews, Bob. The YouTube link's available in the Discord for those who play. It's pretty good. So how would you rate this game? I would rate Liz Hub 1 out of 5 stars, a generally negative experience. How would you rate the performance of your team? Shit as usual. And back to the studio. So finally, the Nausea Never Nudes finished their first season of the Big Boys League right in the middle. Chairman of the Club Immortal, Joe, has posted a short reaction on his Twitter. Mediocre. Thanks for the lead, guys. All right, well, a wonderful write-up from Mopsy. We do appreciate those. They do add a little bit of fun to the league. And now on with the show. So, let's jump into some Dead by Daylight. So, I think this screen is the best one for DbD. Close that down, and loading up. Evening, Tomasz. How was the rest of the episode? Did it all go smoothly? Sorry again for having to jump out a little bit early there, but... 2 hours? Alright, pretty standard for us. So, we are going to be playing a bit of Killer this evening, unless the queue times are exceptional. And then we'll jump over to Survivor, or maybe over to Apex instead and just shoot some shit. But we're definitely in the mood to kill some stuff, so let's go with Killer. I've upgraded my Killer a little bit, so my Oni is a little bit higher level, but honestly, it hasn't actually helped us that much. We just got a Nurse's Calling, which is a nice perk. So that's good news, but other than that, we've basically got level 1 perks. We haven't really got lucky with any of the loadout stuff. Let's see what we get now. Again, we're not getting very lucky here, but we are going to keep spending them on leveling up Oni. Yeah, that's... oh, we actually got a very good queue time there, so it looks like we may well get a few games of Killer in here, which is nice. So if anyone wants a spoiler of the upcoming Boosted Rolls episode, there you go. We've got Tomasz's expert summary for your viewing pleasure. Moderately increase the amount of blood orbs dropped. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then we'll grab that, and then we'll see what perks we have available at 34. Thanatophobia 3, Thrill of the Hunt 2. I thought that was Deerstalker for a second, which would have been good. But no, so we'll head towards Than 3, because Than 3 can be alright. I think Nemesis is still pretty good. We're going to stick with Nemesis for now. I do like Blood Echo, but it's not that good. It's pretty niche. Alright, so we're still waiting for a 4th survivor. I'm not entirely sure why that is taking time. Normally there are an abundance of survivors, and so we are just waiting for that spot to get filled in. And then we're going to jump in with the Oni and try to hurt some folk. We're now rank 9 on the Killer, so we are creeping up with the Killer ranks. Generally speaking, are there more Killers? Yeah, there are loads of Killers. All of these, so what, 16, 18 Killers. But a lot of these I don't have access to because I haven't been playing for a long time, and these were all in downloadable content that you could buy during that time, and I didn't buy any of it. And so the only DLC that I've purchased is this one, the new Japanese one. You see Cassia. Which one's Cassia? This one? Yeah. Or you mean the nurse? So the spirit. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, lots of killers, but as I say, we just downloaded this new DLC. It's a new expansion. It came out last week. And so we are focusing on trying to be one of the best players of this new killer, because it's something special, a bit unique, and if we can work on a good style with this killer, then yeah, it could be good. When she's angry, yeah? Well then, this will be when Cassia's old and angry, right? It's basically the same picture, same expression, same everything. All she's done is sharpened her teeth, and I am not sure what's going on here. We have been sat here for far too long. I wouldn't put money on it. Okay, $10. You've convinced me. Yeah, we're going to leave this lobby because it seems to be bugged. For some reason, the fourth survivor just isn't entering it. So, given how fast we got that lobby, we'll just jump back into a fresh lobby and see if that kicks the game back into action. Hopefully it will. If anyone happens to have a Windows activator, my copy of Windows is asking me to activate it, and I've lost the activator that I used to use, so if anyone's got one, would much appreciate a link or a file or a Dropbox, whatever. So we've got a fresh lounge. The survivors at this rank should start to be pretty decent, but you never know. I don't know what any of these three survivors do, so they might have some perks I'm not particularly familiar with, but then they might not be very familiar with playing against Oni either, so might be pretty even. We will see. We got double flashlight here, double med kit. So, small possibility that they're a team, but we'll see from how they play. You can usually feel pretty accurately when it's a team and when it's not. Oh, I'll just go and change over the stream info to Dead by Daylight. Done, so that's all updated. Nice. Alright, and we're getting into a game. So let's get some murder on. Oh, none of my fingers cracked then. It felt like they really needed to, and absolutely none of them went, so that was a massive disappointment and slightly painful. Oh. Alrighty. So, jumping in with the Oni. Again, not the best perk set in the world at the moment, but not the worst either. Jump over here, see what there is to see. Anyone dicking about straight into that building? They usually do. No one there yet. One dude there. And we get the pallet and the hit. That is brilliant news. And he fucked up his flashlight. He seems to think he's better than he is. Dead hard. Nope, just fucked. That guy feels like a bit of a chump right now. Or at least he fucking should. So let's collect his blood points since he was so eager to give them away. Marvellous. No window on the backside here, and they've gone immediately for the save. That is handy. I wonder if they've got... Is he not going to go for that pallet? What a fucking moron. Oh, okay, borrowed time. Fair enough. Has he still not gone for this pallet? Mentalist. Can we get her to drop it? No, she didn't. Ah, shame. We know where he's gone because of his blood trail. Sadly, we did just miss out of nowhere. Yeah, that's him fucked. We'll just leave him down for a sec. We know one of them's over here, so we may as well go and fuck with them a bit. That was quite close. Alright, so our man is still on the floor over here. And it doesn't look like anyone has yet gone to pick him up. They're just going to do it now. We'll get a free hit on her just to make her bleed and make the time go. And again. That's all going pretty well. So now they are all bleeding. There's no reason to actually chase that first guy down. That was actually a mistake on my part. Given that they're all around here. Let's go into spank paddle mode and spank them. Oh, that was nipple-glazingly close. And we got it. Beautiful. Face that way, try and avoid the flashlight stuns. Looks like we can probably get a basement hook here, so she is going to be with us for a good long while. Beautiful. We've heard someone come in immediately to try and help out, so we'll see if they are around. Oh, yep, down they go. What the fucking hell happened there? Borrowed time again? Yep, second borrowed time. She's gone the wrong way. And that means she's fooked. We'll face this way because they'd have to come back in through there to get it. Which is fine by me. So we get the knockdown there. Oh, I may have fucked this. Am I going to get the hook anyway? Yep. Oh. That second attack was very ballsy. And by ballsy I mean incorrect. Are you genuinely coming in for that? You cheeky bish. Down you go. I did not try and pick her up, so I do not know what you're trying to do. And while I'm blinded, I'm just going to take the opportunity to bring out the old spank paddle. Oh ho 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 ho! Fucked. Absolutely fucked. What the fucking hell happened there? Yeah, boned. Yeah, fucked. Right, we'll go back to this girl because she's the most likely to get picked up. And yep, she looks like she's going for it and she's going to get it. That's annoying. We could have had all 4 there, but instead we'll grab all this blood. Oh, he's just fucked his teammate? Oh no, he's actually done a good job. Felt like he might have screwed him over there. Anyway, we're slugging him a little bit, but let's pick up the blood. Get ready to fuck him up. The other ones run around the back. Yeah, we saw you, don't worry. You got dead hard? No. So the other one should be running back to her colleagues. Yep. And that's the foreman. Nice, 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 nice. Second one, where's she gone? Over it. Yep, okay. Basically just bookkeeping at this point to kill this many of them. So she'll get a chance to get herself off the hook. If she does, then fair play. We're going to go and find the last one. So where is the last one hiding? There. Hello. Well, that was a pretty convincing spanking. They got one hook, one generator, sorry, and we killed all 4 of them completely. So now we'll just run around and collect blood because it gives us some extra blood points while we wait for her to die a miserable death. Ooh, pallet break. So how do we do? Almost 2 pip, not quite, but it was pretty close. So we got 27 and 8, yeah, not bad. They were all higher level as well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, we'll jump into another queue. And yeah, we'll go for the increased blood orbs, why not? And just take one of those. So, Fem 3. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's a pretty quick. These are quick lobbies for killer. This is good news. So we readied up there. What's this? Increase the movement speed of dash. Yeah, why not? Oh, and we're in. So let's see if we get a bit more of a challenging game this time. We managed to snowball that last one pretty considerably, so... Alright, let's have a go. So our ruin is between two generators. That's not a great place for it to be. Wow, there's no way out on that side except for that window? Jesus, this is going to be a fucking nightmare of a place to chase people around. She's just going to go straight in that building and we're going to be fooked. Plus side, she is dropping blood like nobody's business. That put pressure on her, so she's going to have to go up the pallet now. Yeah. With that, so we heard this girl going for that, and so we wanted to basically leverage that knowledge, get the blood from the other one, not let her just pallet loot me infinitely with no advantage. We do not really want to hook her here because they're right next to this fucking fortress, but honestly we're not expecting this hook to last at all. We're just putting the bleed effect in, getting some pressure on, and then we will get moving. Also, we damaged the progress that they made on that gen. We're just going to get people to move. Nice. So we have actually stumbled across one where they were putting in some work. We've spotted someone there. Pretend not to see them. And then get the hit. Are you going to run just straight for the unhook? That seems really unkind to this girl. Yeah, he's really fucked her there. Oh, I've fucked myself then. Anyway, right, she's boned. Yeah, now see, look, this one's here. That one's down there, and it's just like, why did he do that? He's just fucked up his own team. And now we have seen that girl there, so we're just... Unfortunately, this place, as I mentioned, is so good for the survivors. They've just got a god loop. Fortunately, I've got nurses calling, so I can see when they're trying to get away with that sort of cheeky shit. And we get two. Nice. So we'll get this one insta-hooked, and then we'll get back to that one ASAP. And get rid of this pallet at the same time. She's in for a really cheeky heal right in my face and gets it as well. And they just go back straight to this fortress because they know it's fucking invulnerable. I need to get them away from this area. Luckily, they haven't got my Hex Ruin yet, and that will be slowing them down a touch. But there's Nurse's Calling just coming into its own one more time. But once again, they do just get to abuse the shit out of this area. I'm trying to think of a way that I can force them away from it. I'm not even wasting time on it. I'm coming over for these fuckers. Let's tap that guy, make him bleed, then chase this girl because pressure's on her. He then has to go and heal himself. She's already put this pallet down, that's great. And break that one. She's for some reason decided to run this way, that was ridiculous. There was no way she was getting away with that. This is not my basement. We've seen this one just here. She's going to get away because she's managed to block me. That's really irritating. And now she's going to try and head back to this fortress. So our main priority is to cut her off from getting back inside that building, which we've done. But that UE did just cost us quite a bit. Now, does she have Dead Hard? No. So we'll hook her out here. We're just going for fast bleeds, hooks. No like particular area strategy other than try and avoid the area of the of that fuck off fortress that they could just abuse the shit out of. Nobody there. Nobody here. We'll loop round this way and go back over to the hook, and we find one. Perfect. And we go. Nice. So she went for the hook save, didn't get it. If everyone was relying on her to get that hook save, then the other girl who's up there is also fucked. Looks like they didn't rely, they sent two people. So that's kind of good and bad for us. One, they will get the save, but two, that they had a lot of people invested in trying to get this save. They've stayed to do a stand and heal? Wow. Bold. He wanted me to waste time on him, but I can tell that he's really altruistic. He's always the one that's coming to save them. So I know that he's going to waste his time being altruistic anyway, so I don't need to actually cut him. I can just focus on the one that's actually going to die, permanently reduce their generator power, and we're just leaving blood orbs everywhere. As demonstrated. There, we've got enough now. Yeah, look at that one. Oof. No one's gone up there. Interesting. Tracks here. They must have been going the other way. We've spotted two of them. And now she knows we've seen her. Is she going to get lucky and find an entrance? Oh, I missed the line. Which means she gets away completely free. Right, now she's oblivious because of my perk, so she can't do that terror radius. And we know that she's dropped down. There, she can't hear us, so let's not show her the red stain until the last second, which worked. She was looking out for it because she couldn't hear us. Now she's fooked. Yeah. Not being able to hear you as a survivor, like, people underestimate how much that fucks with you, but you do really rely on having that terror radius, and they just don't have it because of my perk, that Nemesis perk, my top perk. And I think this might be her second hook. Don't think it's her third, so we're not getting a kill here, but oh, it's her first hook, so we have actually not had her before. So we're spreading the damage quite a lot, which is great for points. And so long as we... Oh! Injured. He now really wants to come back here to save this. Because it's at almost 100%. That's going to be really upsetting for him if he can't get back onto that gen. Nobody's going for that. Is he going to go back for the gen? It's going to be so tempting to try and save this gen. Yeah, he did try and save it. And then he's gone for the save on the girl. Dead hard? No. So you may well have decisive strike, but let's just burn it. Let's just get it done. So Yui is providing extra wiggle. Gets knocked down for it. And do I still get the hook? No, she does get away, so that's annoying. But I do just get to pick up Yui instead. And that's her last hook. So that was really brave of her to basically... I mean, brave or stupid, I don't know. Have managed to prevent this gen from getting done. A little dint in the... Yeah, we've spotted him. He's in a world of pain. And he knows it. Nice spin. We've spotted him again. We do not have enough to get this dash off. So we're just going to have to go and finish him. He's going for a teabag approach. So he's off. Blood orbs, really handy for sort of telling where people are. Now we're back in this horrible, horrible place with their fortress, but we're getting to the point where they're going to be so scared to come and save him because they're actually going to die, that we might get away with it. And it does give us a chance to just quickly check this. Gen, no progress on that gen at all. So we'll go back over to where he was, collect the blood. We're just going to let them pick him up again because he's in far too defensive an area and we just want to stop this gen progress. I'm not too bothered about them getting him back. I'm more bothered about keeping this gen going down in progress rather than up. And they have all turned up here, so that's marvellous. And now she's fucked. That is actually harder to do than it looks, to be honest, that spin hit, but we got it. So again, we've got to use this shitty hook because it's the only one around here. They've had such a godlike map for them this game. It's been piss irritating. But anyway, she's out of here, so that's 2 of them permanently out. Sorry, 3 of them permanently out. So now it is all about, does he find the hatch before me? I am, shall we say, a little bit faster. And we found it. Well, that's the end of that. I think this might, because of the way we played it, be a full points game. We really, like, spread the damage completely. We hooked them all, like, 3 times each, I'm pretty sure. So we got the full, like, 12 hooks. Connected a load of blood, used our ability quite a lot, got plenty of dash kills. I am pretty pleased with that game. Especially considering they had this fucking god complex over here that we had to deal with the whole time. Yeah, I am pretty pleased with that one. We didn't get the 32k because we didn't quite get enough sacrifice, I don't think. I don't know why we didn't. Maybe we were too close to them when they were sacrificed. Anyway, GG. Yeah, 888 and then just a little bit short on the sacrifice. We'll try and read why we got a bit short on the sacrifice in a second. Oh, we got a double rank up as well. Have some of that. Suck my knob. Have I ever lost as the killer? Yes, I've played this game for like 600-700 hours. So if I'd never lost as killer, that would be well, fucking astonishing. But we're now playing against higher ranked people. We've moved up into the purple ranks. I've played a lot of hours as killer, so I really know how to play killer. And even though this Oni is not the best killer in the game, you just need to know how to play any killer, and it becomes much, much easier to learn. Like, you learn how to play killer, then you look at the killer that you're playing and you say, right, how is this different from a normal killer? And then you go from there. Like, yeah, basically you kill shit. Exactly. But once you get a really good feeling for when to not fight someone, like you notice that they just ran into that boss fortress thing, and I was like, no, I'm not even chasing her. Sometimes I would chase her, sometimes I wouldn't, and that's just based on a feeling. That's just based on having played killer a ton and knowing that, yeah, this girl's going to give me the runaround versus I think with a little bit of work I can put this girl in the ground. That is a difficult choice to make, but one that you do need to make. And I do fuck it up. I mean, on the stream yesterday, I took a chase that I absolutely shouldn't have taken. Meticulous in your approach, terrifying in your application. While in a chase, your terror radius increased. Otherwise, your terror radius decreased, and your field of view is increased by 3 degrees. That sounds really pretty good. Is that worth any of my other perks? Probably not. You need Nurse's Calling more than you need that. You want Hex Ruin in every game with every killer. Interesting. Also, like, some of the stuff that I'm doing in this game, like, for example, the charge, like, sidestepping one way, turning the other way, and then spinning around and hitting them with the spank paddle, that is actually not insanely easy to do. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm, like, a big pro and it's not possible. Of course it is, you can do it. But it just takes a bit of practice. And, I mean, as many or more times than you saw me actually successfully do that spin thing, you saw me spin and just smack the ground with my hammer, right? And that's just because I missed it. I didn't manage to get it, or the survivor managed to make the angle tight enough. Like, he can spin to a certain degree, but you can't, like, just do a 180 and, like, slam behind you. You can spin to, like, quite obtuse angles, but not, like, all the way around. It's tricky to do. And half the time with his dash, because you dash so quickly, you end up just dashing into a wall. But that's okay, because he's actually got more speed moving laterally, like AD, left, right, than he does going forwards. I don't know why they've built it that way, but they have. Some girls just disconnected already, so their team is fucked. That is really unfortunate that that's happened. Double backflip, what, superhero landing. Yeah. They've already got a disconnect, so that's real sad. That basically just... Oh, hello. This is not a very good survivor. She's not very aware of the surroundings. So it's pretty safe to chase her. She's not going to waste much of our time, as proven. So now the impact of having one dead means that, like, their generator progress is going to be so slow. I found the generator that they were working on early. I'm going to be able to regress the progress that they made. It's all really good. And then someone fucked up a little bit over there. Oh, they've come for the save. We get the injury on both of them. Good news. Don't think we need to worry about that weak one, actually. We can... Whoa! Just got her right with the tip there. Just the tip. That's all you need. Let's just injure this guy so that he has to fuck off. Go away. And then we'll deal with this girl. I could bother with that one over there as well, but frankly, as I said, she is bad. So we don't really need to. This is going to be a very quick and decisive win. We can hunt this one down, but it's mainly just for giggles. And because that animation is incredibly satisfying. This guy should be going for the save over here. Yes, he was. Fuck. Totally lost him that time. That was my bad. Now he should be here. Where are you, little piggy? Oh, he's gone for that. Okay. Yeah, he's gone for that. Now he's gone back down again, and now he's probably fooked. What? That should have blocked. The entity should have blocked it when he climbed the third time. Anyway, now he's fucked. Did he jump down the other side? You cheeky bastard. He's actually going to go and get that guy. Oh, now we're just wasting time. Hello. Yes, sprint burst. Bravo. Well done, you found a pallet. I'll have all your blood, thank you. Did she genuinely just run in this? For fuck's sake. Really? I mean, I saw him, but we may as well just finish off. Actually, no, we don't want to finish off that girl. Because she's going to die on the hook, and then this guy might be able to get the hatch. So in order to take a little bit more time about it, but to be a bit more systematic, we'll injure that guy, then kill this girl, not hook her, so that she doesn't properly die. Then we'll go and find him, because he'll be bleeding and it'll be easier to find him. Whoop. Right, so she's off. And now we try and find our injured comrade. He should be over here somewhere. Yep, there he is. He's running back to save her. This is getting fucking tiresome. Spank paddle time. Right, that's the end of it. And unless she's right next to the hatch, and even if she is, she's still fucked. And that's game. Score some points. Alright, so yeah, a bit of a shame about the DC. Nobody wants to see that. It just sort of fucks the game up. I mean, they didn't have a chance. What did they score? I mean, that guy almost leveled up, and fair play to him, because he did manage to... That is a perk I have not seen. Good job, noob. Alright, so we'll make this the last one of the stream, because as I said, I've got to be up in the morning to go and sort out a train, and I still haven't packed. So, usual loadout, ready up, and then we'll see what we've got here. So we've got that doctor perk, we've got the, I think we're going to take that doctor perk. The doctor one might be decent at some point, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but seems good. Let's not take that so that it has to be blocked. That is actually a really fun add-on, so I will take it. And that costs less. Oh, still can't. Fuck. And we instantly get a game. Nice. What the fuck is that nonsense? Why would anyone spend money on it? And why am I still playing with level 1 perks? I'm level 36 for fuck's sake. I should have something better than this, but I don't. I've got Than 3, and I could technically put that in. It's probably better than Nem 1. Than 3, Nem 1, Than 3. Yeah, fuck it. Than is better. It will just slow them down. And a lot of this game is about slowing them down and keeping the momentum, so let's slow them down. Plus, I am spending a lot of time injuring a lot of them at the moment. I'm not tunneling people, so... well, it's a tier 3 perk, but the thing is that this is a special perk of Oni, and so I am really tempted to try to use it, not because it's better, but because I want to learn his skills and really internalize them, so I know his skills really, really well, and then I will have something that I can use that's a little bit unique. But Than 3 is actually quite good. So essentially everyone, for each person that's injured, dying or hooked, everyone else receives a 4% stacking nerf to their ability to heal or repair, which just means that they get slowed down by trying to heal themselves back up. They get slowed down when they're trying to do generators, and the more people that I hit, so whenever I do those random little cuts where I'm just wasting their time and forcing them to go and heal themselves, now not only is that slowing them down, it's slowing them down more, and it's slowing everyone else down if they don't, and it's slowing them down a little bit even if they do. So Thanatophobia is sort of a very generalist talent. It doesn't bring anything special to your playstyle. It's not particularly exciting. It just slows down all the survivors a little bit all the time, so long as you inflict some damage. If you get an absolutely spanked, then Thanatophobia is just a wasted perk. But generally speaking, it's pretty rare that I'm just getting spanked by survivors. So Thanatophobia for me is pretty consistent value. And it makes sense, especially like if they were both level 3, I'd probably run the Nemesis Omni one just because it's more fun to see what the new perk does. But in this case, 3 versus 1, and I think it might be better. Like, that's not much of a choice, really. Oh, so someone was here, and they're right there. Marvellous. He's got the shack. Let's get a feeling for whether he's any good at using it. Oh, I forgot, I've not got that perk anymore, so it doesn't actually benefit me to be hit by the pallet, so I should now be avoiding pallet stuns. He's going to go for it again. He's not very good, I don't think. This is a good pallet spot though, so let's just break it. We don't want people using that for the rest of the game. How the hell did he heal that fast? No window there, my friend. Oh, what a surprise. You're going to go for the spin. Like, you start to develop patterns. That guy really likes to just do a quick turnaround and pallet drop. This guy likes to just run around. He wants to be chased. He really wants to be chased. Like, he's got a flashlight. He's purposefully engaging me. So we absolutely don't chase him because he's probably going to waste time actually running around after us, which is hilarious. That guy's more dangerous because he was actually doing the objective. He was going and getting rid of the Hex and making sure they could get some progress. So we do not want him running about. So let's focus on this guy for a bit. We're absolutely fine with them all running around not doing much. And we are actually almost up on enough blood orbs to switch to spank paddle mode. And then we can hurt them. This guy looks like he's a quite good survivor. He's looping reasonably well. He's got a flashlight. He's going to go for the window, probably. Yeah, and therefore we get a free hit. And now we've got the spank paddle. So, I think we're going to use it. We'll see if we can get him. If I was him, I'd run around. Yeah, so I guessed correctly and played incorrectly. That was such a good spin. Fuck, that was hard. Nice. So we've got the flashlight guy. As I said, he's been following us around this whole time, not doing much, which is great for us. So that gen behind us has a little bit of progress on it, but not much. No one's been sprinting here. The safest place to hide would be here. And they were here. So we'll injure her, and then we need to go after her. Yeah, we've nailed that. Oh, we did exactly the right things and just got punished a bit. So we'll go into Spank Paddle. See if we can rescue this slightly bad situation. Yeah, got it. Nice. That was good. Our man with the flashlight should be here, and he is. Because he wants to show off. And so we get a pallet break for free. That's great. And we're going to get this guy as well. There's not much he can do. Unless I fuck it up. Which I did. So, we're going to have to go and take the safe pickup. He can't get in front of us in time to get the flashlight save. He's going to try, but it's just a bit of a waste of time. And we're going to have to start again collecting blood orbs and getting some progress. As I say, luckily this flashlight guy is going to be doing very little in the way of actual progress for most of this game. But sadly it looks like they've got one dedicated guy that is just doing his job. This guy wants us to move away, which means that someone else is probably over on this gen. Nope. So we're going to move back. We've got two moving in. Sailor dude and flashlight dude. Yeah. She uses up her... Oh, we may as well get the free hit on him. No, he's not to. And that actually gives us the paddle, so we'll use the paddle again. That was so close. Not the actual result. Oh, we're gonna get it? Yep. Nice. So she's now kafooked. Where's flashlight dude? I'm kind of expecting him to be here. Nice, we got another pallet out of them. That is great news. They got another gen out of it though, so not all good. So yeah, she's down to a second hook, but they're now reducing the number of generators quite significantly. Does anyone have a fucking clue how he just disappeared off the face of the earth? Because I'd like to know. That was a neat trick. There we go, sailor boy. So we've managed to stop him getting the unhook. We've hit him. We're probably going to get him. Yep, we got him. Perfect. So all this momentum that they've built up is fucked. We now get a second basement hook. Is he going to get that? Is he going to get that save? Yeah, nice. We got her. We get him as well. He gets to save Sailor Boy, but... it's alright. We also get to smack him around, and he's going to go for that, which he doesn't get. He's healing himself over there. That's fine. Yeah, he's got to think about trying to save them, and thus fucks himself up. He's going to dead hard in now. No, that's the end of them. Right, that's all four. Beautiful. So we were in a bit of bother there, like they were genuinely doing alright, and then they basically just snowballed out of control. So they got too greedy. They all wanted to save each other. They all wanted to be the hero with the flashlight and the hook grabs and all the rest. And I played it conservatively, just made sure I was constantly What? One of them just got back up with Unbreakable. That is really horribly bad news. So he's going to go and get another one up. So instead of getting 4 hooks, we only get 2. Unbreakable is a very annoying talent and a bit of a downside of the strategy I was using. If that becomes more of a thing, I'll have to keep track of it. Because we cannot allow that to fuck us up. So if I was them, I'd just run out here and go to the... Yeah, there you go. So we get him slugged. He can't Unbreakable again. The other guy is almost certainly going to go and be a hero. He actually wasn't. Wow. He changed his MO for... Oh, he's being a hero this way, I see. Well, that's fine. I'm going to pick this guy up. He's going to go for the pallet drop. Flashlight guy will go and save the other guy. Keep that up for very long, so... Well, they have extended the game, but honestly, I think at this point, unless they pull out some real magic, what's likely to happen is I'm likely to simply score more points. Which is fine. So again, if I was them and I'd got out, would I go this way? Pallets here, so it would be tempting, wouldn't it? No, looks like they went the other way entirely. So, let the games begin again. Oh, I left a pallet here, that's irritating. Yeah, flashlight dude. How are you doing? Interesting. Alright, let's go paddle. We know one of them's over here a bit. My God, that was close. So the other guy went and did another gen. Really pretty brave considering the circumstances. But pretty good for him, to be honest. So we'll go and get this guy, we'll basement him, we'll collect all this blood around, go spank paddle mode again, and then go and hunt him down. Hopefully this guy doesn't insta-die, that would be bad. Excellent, that was actually his first hook. So, second hook would have been better, but first is fine. Collect all the blood from around here, because there's been so much fighting going on. Super. Oh, he's actually gone in for the unhook. Great news. So that's that one down, and now we need to go and chase our favourite flashlight fella again. My God, we're getting close with those. He's done his disappearing act again over here. Deal with this fuck nuggets. Here we go. No! Didn't quite get the flick. There we go. Gotta go see. Not yet. Can watch some more of this romance. Yeah, well, for fuck's sake, he's got Decisive Strike as well. So that's a perk that allows him to run back over here and try and save his mates. Not gonna happen. Jesus, how many perks did they have to extend this game? Like, it was over like 20 minutes ago. Anyway. Lots of points for me, which is what I predicted, but they got, but I didn't think they'd get that last gen. I thought they might get down to like 2 gens remaining, but they actually got, oh wait, hang on. Before we get too cocky, let's go and get the last guy before he finds the fucking hatch. Right. Finally, now it's physically impossible for them to get unhooked again. Assholes. So let's collect all this blood. Points, 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 points. None of this matters anymore because I'm already going to get maximum devious points, so I can't get any more by doing this stuff, but it is fun. Have some of this. That very rarely gets old. Let's do it again. There we go. Spanking. Spankity-doo-doo. Alright, so we don't get the full sacrifice again. A bit annoying. But we can GG them. And then select a challenge, because I'm not that bothered about listening to them. Survivors that are that sort of teabaggy and clicking their flashlight on and off and all that sort of stuff tend to be a bit arrogant. Interrupt and grab a survivor, or sacrifice 13 survivors. That's much easier to do. Kill a bunch of survivors rather than try in a very special way to kill one. Your best way to do that's probably the Wraith, the invisible guy, with the Silent Bell add-on, and then you can just sneak up on people and grab them off generators. So I can probably do that one at some point. Right, let's get this blood web finished and see if we got anything nice for our Oni with the blood points. So, brutal strength, no. Territorial imperative, no. Fuck me. These were pretty terrible perks. Let's see what we get now. Lightborn, fucking awful. Brutal strength, also really bad. We're getting dicked here, lads. Properly dicked. Next level. Also not good. Kind of irritated. Grr. Yeah, so that'll do. That'll be ready for next time. Alrighty, so slightly longer stream today, even though it wasn't a really planned one, but because we had the Blood Bowl, that sort of got a good session in, and then we had a bit of Dead by Daylight. So we won every game as Killer. We ranked up quite a bit. We're now rank 8 point something, I think, 8.1, and we started off at 10 point something, I think. So good progress, and we got our Oni to level 39. Obviously, still a little way to go to 50, and certainly a way to go before we have a decent perk loadout. Fuck me. But progress made. So, tomorrow I'm going to be in Vienna having a good time. Well, not in Vienna, but in Austria having a good time. And then on Sunday night, I've got a gaming session set up with a mate. So I will not be about over the weekend, but I'll be back on Monday with a usual stream, probably Dead by Daylight or Apex, unless something else catches my eye. And Tuesday as well. But one more reminder, I will not be here Wednesday, Thursday, and instead I will probably be here Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you then. Thanks for coming on the stream, and have a great night. Take care.